You see, the more they try to bully Biafrans, the more we continue to rise beyond imagination. Yesterday I said there's an agreement between the Finnish government and the zoo government after multiple strikes that went on and on and on and on. One thing you must understand is that there are measures of doing this thing. Measures of doing it. It has to be well communicated. Possibly well communicated. That's what changes the whole big room. The big picture, the big room, whatever it carries. We must understand this thing without any, lies being told or whatever being said. For particularly, everybody must get to see this one message we continue to preach. That's what makes sense. If it makes sense to you, then it makes sense to everyone. And so be it. If we understand what systematic knowledge is, we end up bringing much interested respect to our doorstep, thereby not allowing some kind of hate on our side. It has to be well narrowed. And that's what makes sense. Well narrowed, well figured, and possibly more interesting. So as we spread across this very gospel of truth, making waves and not being bullied by those who claim that they mean well for us, we must understand that the Finnish government agreement is not going to harm the Biafran people. The process that is being taken is what we call gradual process, where the mindset must be corrected first before any other thing. But unless we have this big room of exalting ourselves and telling ourselves nothing but the truth, we may continue to experience some kind of ultimatum failures, which is trying to convince those who never wants to be convinced. But all the same, Biafrans are getting stronger and stronger on a daily basis. When I say on a daily basis, you cannot discriminate that fact. Very honest with you, you can't discriminate that fact. Because every day, they try to make us feel less. Every day, we keep climbing the staircase. I must tell you this truth. When we finally have this final agreement with the Finland government, everybody in the zoo will hear the message. Message is clear, and everybody is seeing the lights that must be carried across the globe. One for one, listening and understanding at the same time. We must help ourselves in that very circle where knowledge is erected. So, when we face ourselves so good, we must understand that the level of congratulations that we spread today must be endangered. That's why the message must follow. Finland has come to an agreement with the Biafran Republic to continue in the circle of knowledge. Only those who understands this effect is allowed in the purple square. Believe it or agree, a lot is going to play out, and more victories is going to be on record, whether they like it or not. It's a serious communication, a point of view, a point of relaxation, and the point at which histories would be made. If we have ourselves so much, we can take this opportunity of the Finland government, who is helping out in carrying out procedures, which is communicating ourselves and making sure that everything is being labeled well. So Biafra has become a new message for the people, and one for one, we must be without relentlessness to agree that so far so good, these men in their humble circle has guided us so well that our communications can now reach the eyes of those who has refused to hear us in the past. As victory is approaching, and we are very mindful of everything that is about to come to pass, let's in one way understand the theory that the friendship that the president of the Finland is extending, making sure that none is being bullied, in the circle of reference, and what must be carried out. Things must be recalculated and made to understand that Biafrans are no cowards. It's all the same. Good news, unregistered good news, and registered good news, and the continuation of more good news. This is where energies must be spread. Ụmụ Chineke, o ruo na n'omume ka ndị jụrụ ajụjụ wee sị gịnị? Okolobịa nwee mmụta, ọ ga-aghọta mgbe ọ zọdoro ụkwụ ebe ndị nne na nna zọdoro ụkwụ.